Hi guys, how are you? It's Sunday. Today's my meal prep day, so I just want to come on and talk a little bit about my meal prep and what I have going on for the week. This week I have off a personal day at work on Tuesday, so I won't be meal prepping breakfast for that day. And then Friday, I probably have a half day at work. Isaiah, do you want to say hi? Sorry, I got... Okay, sorry about that. My son saw me videotaping and he had to be part of it. The joys of a 4-year-old. Anyways, so I am still meal prepping breakfast, lunch, dinners, snacks, and desserts this week, as well as last night. I usually do I do an iced protein coffee every morning. I just do half cold brew coffee and then half of a caramel premier protein shake every morning. But I've been buying the ice brewed like packets that you throw in water, and it's really not very strong. So I found on the Pioneer Woman website a recipe that she does for iced coffee, and it's basically a bag of the Bustelo. I think it's like an espresso kind of coffee. A bag of that she does 8 quarts of water, I think. I just basically did half of what she did, and I let it sit in the fridge overnight. So this morning I drained it I used like a cheesecloth and a strainer. Strain that into my gallon, and I can already tell it's a lot stronger. It's going to be really good for the week, and it'll probably actually last me a little bit longer because it's a concentrate. So I did that last night and this morning. And then for breakfast this week, I'm only prepping breakfast for Monday, Thursday, and Friday. Sorry, my son's getting into the bacon I made him this morning. Okay, go sit down, buddy. Let mommy finish. Sorry about that. Anyways, so I'm only prepping breakfast for Monday, Thursday, and Friday. Wednesdays, I don't ever eat breakfast. I just have my protein coffee in the morning. I have weigh-in at noon, so I don't know. It's just I don't do breakfast Wednesday morning. And then Tuesday, I have a personal day off of work, so I'll be home with my son, so I'll probably just whip up something for us here, easy, so I'm not prepping breakfast for that day. But what I am making this week is just my fruit and yogurt parfaits. I do the fat-free plain Greek yogurt. I add about a tablespoon of the fat-free, sugar-free cheesecake pie filling, pudding filling, and it gives it a little bit of flavor because I'm not a huge Greek yogurt fan. And then I add a tablespoon of frozen strawberries and blueberries, and it's actually really good. I made it last week, but I added in one of the Trader Joe's granola bars. It wasn't worth the points. It really didn't make a difference. I was fine eating it without it, so I'm eliminating that this week. And then for lunches, I'm doing barbecue pulled chicken sandwiches with just great value, regular great value bun and a bag of pop chips. You won't see the actual prep of the lunches because I put it in the crock pot this morning, but I will insert a picture of what I used. So I basically did 6 of the frozen skinless, boneless frozen chicken breasts, and then I did half a jar of the G. Hughes sugar-free honey barbecue sauce and half a jar of the G. Hughes sugar-free original. I went to Walmart yesterday. My Walmart doesn't carry the honey, so I had to get original. So I have that going in the crock pot. I will insert pictures, though, of the final product and what I used. And then for snacks this week, I'm just doing sliced cucumbers with my ranch dressing. It's just, again, the Greek yogurt and some Hidden Valley ranch seasoning mix mixed together. But I need to go buy cucumbers, and I probably won't do that till tomorrow morning on the way to work. So I won't have that video either, but it's just sliced cucumbers. For dinners, I am doing a casserole I found off the skinnyishdish.com. It's a loaded chicken bake, bubble up bake, something to that sort. I will include the recipe below, a link to the recipe to her page. It looked really good, and it looked like something that would be easy to heat up, and I could portion out good for 6 nights. And then for dessert, I am going to do the 2-ingredient dough cinnamon rolls finally. I know I said that a couple weeks ago, but I didn't have the right ingredients, and I finally bought everything I need, so I will be making that today as well. So that's pretty much my lunches, dinners, snacks, desserts for the week, breakfasts. So I guess that's pretty much it. I have weigh-in Wednesday, so I will be back to chit chat with you guys for my weigh-in results and how my week went. Fingers crossed that I get below the 20 pound mark, or at least to the 20 pound mark. It's been playing peekaboo with me for the last 2 weeks. So fingers crossed I get to that. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like what you see. Subscribe to my channel. I do post videos twice a week, sometimes more if I do a cook with me, but mostly I do my meal preps on Sundays and my weigh-in Wednesdays. So don't forget, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you will get notified when I do post new videos. Okay, guys? Have a great week, and I will see you Wednesday. Bye. Buttermilk biscuits. There's 10 of them. We are going to cut these into quarters, and they're going to go in the bottom of the pan. I figure we'll just get this one out of the way. Let's see. Oh, I always get scared to do biscuits. I did try to find like a reduced fat or a lighter option biscuit, and I couldn't find anything. So I just got these because they were the cheapest, and really the only ones that had one that was sorry, I forgot my knife. The only one that had the 7.5 ounces of the biscuits. So I'm just going to cut these into fours. That's done. I am going to be just spraying a 9x13 pan. I have some canola cooking spray. I'm gonna spray that and put my my biscuits in the bottom. You're just gonna spread them out evenly around the bottom. Now I am changing up a couple things in this recipe. Instead of sour cream, I am using plain non-fat Greek yogurt, just for the simple fact that that's what I have. I forgot that I needed sour cream, but I've been subbing sour cream out with Greek yogurt anyways in everything I make, so I don't see there being an issue with that at all. So, and then I am also, instead of reduced fat cheddar cheese, I am using fat-free cheddar cheese, because again, that's what I have, and I've been subbing that out, so I don't really see a need to. I'm sure the reduced fat melts a little bit better than the fat-free, but I've used the fat-free on a few things now, the cheddar, and it melts just fine for me. Now mozzarella is a different story, but so cheddar does fine for me. So that's what it looks like on the bottom. I'm going to set this one off to the side until we're ready for that. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start the chicken mixture. I actually put some chicken breasts in the crock pot last night and shredded those up. So I have those already ready to go. So it calls for 4 green onions. You are only going to use half. You're going to half it. So half's going to go in one part of the recipe, and then half is going to go in the other part of the recipe. So let's see. Let's get these chopped up. Here that I'm going to put the green onions on, because like I said, you use half of it in the chicken mixture and then half in the topping, so it's just going to be easier to just put it on a plate and take half and half for what I need it for. By the way, I absolutely love this cutting board. I got this, it's a Weight Watchers cutting board. It is really cool because it folds up and you can just dump what you need to dump. When I joined Weight Watchers, I joined online, and one of the things where you got a starter's kit, and it had this in it. It had a chopper, which I use sometimes. It had a fish and vegetable steamer as well as an egg cooker. It was really a good deal because I think all these together were way more than what I paid to join. So if you have not joined yet and you're planning on joining online, it's always great to look and see what they have as far as specials going. Because I think I joined for $1. I think it was like $1 joining fee, and then I got the free starter kit. So, and I got for 6 months, my online and my meetings is only like $34. So it's best to look and see what they always have specials going on. Okay, so we're gonna do the chicken mixture. I'm gonna get this out of the way for a minute. So it calls for half of the chicken, of the green onions. So I'm going to put half of those in here. Let's see. And then it's going to call for 2 cups of chicken. Like I said, I put my chicken in the crock pot last night, so I already have that shredded and ready to go. And I'm just going to put it. And then I figure I'll use the shredded chicken for other stuff throughout the week. I may even make like a salad one night or something, even though I have dinner. Just a salad to go with this. So I have 1 cup in there. Right. The chicken is 0 point, so you can add a little bit more. I may add a little bit more because I shredded this kind of large and it really doesn't look like a whole lot. So I'm going to add just a little bit more to it. And then I'm even honestly just going to like kind of shred it a little bit more. It was hot last night when I was shredding it. I did work at a restaurant for a while, so my fingertips are kind of used to the heat. I know, even though I was a manager and didn't work in the kitchen, just different stuff you did. So pulling chicken when it's warm doesn't bother me, but so I did that last night. Okay, so I have that going. I'm going to set that off to the side. And then it calls for 1 can of 98% fat-free cream of chicken. I just did Great Value brand. It was the cheapest, so sorry about that. I don't have any of my utensils ready today at all. So you're gonna put the can of Greek yogurt. The can of cream of mushroom in there, and then you're also gonna do a half a cup of fat-free, or I think it says fat-free sour cream, but like I said, I'm just subbing out Greek yogurt for it. Not sure how it's going to taste, but I sub it out for everything else, so I don't see why it would be bad. And with that, I'm doing half a cup. I guess I should have grabbed. Sorry, I don't have any of my utensils ready. I thought I had everything ready today. Okay. All right. Got my half a cup. I'm going to set up a little bit. Half a cup of this in there. Like I said, I'm not sure how all the points are going to play out. I'm going to have to put it into my recipe builder because I did sub out a couple things compared to what she does. So I will need to see what all my points end up being. And then I have a tablespoon of the ranch seasoning. I use this quite a bit, and I was buying the packets, and then me and my best friend were at Sam's, and she convinced me to buy the big thing, which I'm glad she did because I use it every week. So it was like $6, I think, or $8 or something for this, as opposed to $1 something every week with the packets. So tablespoon of that. Okay, so we're gonna mix this all together. Okay, so that's what the mixture looks like. I know it's kind of hard to see because of the lighting, but now what I'm going to do, recipe calls to evenly spread it out over the biscuits. So I'm going to do my best. I had the chicken sitting out for a little while so that it wouldn't be as hard. You know how like cold chicken's kind of stiff. But let's see. Get this all spread out. Really doesn't look like enough, but I guess once the biscuits bake up, it's gonna look a little bit different. All right. I figure anything with cheese, bacon, and biscuits, you can't really go wrong. So, but yeah, I will, when I post this video, I will put in the bottom what the points end up being for it once I get it all worked out. Alrighty. Alright, so this is what it looks like. It's going to go in the oven for 20 minutes, and I will be back in just a minute. Alright, I'm back. Now that I have the chicken and biscuits in the oven, I'm going to do the toppings that go on it next. So it is half a cup of bacon bits, which I'm just going to use this because I dirtied my half a cup. I really need to get another set of measuring utensils, or measuring cups, I guess I should say. And I'm just doing the Great Value real bacon pieces. I ended up making my son bacon this morning, so I probably could have used that, but he ended up eating most of it. So I'm not a huge fan of bacon bits. Let's see. Looks like this container is right about half a cup. Yep. The whole package is half a cup. So I still have a plate over here with the rest of my green onions, so I'm just going to add the bacon to this side, because we are going to mix it all together in here after. And then you're going to do 3/4 cup of cheese. I don't have a 3/4 cup measuring, so I'm just using my scale. It ends up being 96 grams is what 3/4 cup is. So zeroed that out. I'm just going to measure out 96 grams. Alrighty, exactly 96 grams. Good job. Okay, so now I'm going to mix in the bacon bits and the onions. Again, I don't have a spoon. Use a fork just because I really don't. We're going to mix this all up, and then when the bake comes out of the oven, I'm going to put this on top. I can't remember, I'm sorry, exactly how long I put it back in. Like I said, though, the recipe will be, the link to the recipe will be below. So there's all that goodness, cheese and bacon bits and green onions and just yum. So this is going to go on the top, like I said, after the 20 minutes of it baking, and I'll put it back in. And I will have a picture after this, you guys, with what it looks like when it's done. Hope you enjoy if you decide to make it. Okay guys, so I know I said I was going to do sliced cucumbers with ranch dressing for my snacks this week, but after I did my intro video, I forgot I had these in the freezer, so I am going to put about a half a cup of the pineapple and a half a cup of the mangoes in in each individual dish, and I'm going to have those for my afternoon snack. I don't have fruit for snacks very often, but I figure, hey, why not? So that is going to be my snack during the week. Like I said, a half a cup of the golden pineapple chunks and a half a cup of the frozen mangoes.